Myers-Briggs created their personality typology to help people discover their own strengths and gain a better understanding of how people are different. When you discover your own personality type, you'll understand more clearly just why you do the things that you do. You will gain confidence in your strengths and be better able to make decisions that suit your true nature. When you know who you are, you're able to interact with people from a much more informed and empowered position. In this video, I'm going to be sharing INFJ, meaning the rarest personality type, Myers-Briggs. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamiso Miranda, and this channel is all things personal growth and lifestyle design. Stay tuned for some tips, tricks, hacks, and tools on overcoming adversity to fulfill your potential and become the best you. If you'd like to learn how you could use life's adversities to your advantage, do consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell icon next to it. Let's dive in. Making up less than 1% of the world population, we have the Myers-Briggs most rare personality type, the INFJ. INFJ is one of the 16 personality types created by Catherine Briggs and Isabel Myers. INFJ is an acronym for the personality traits of introversion, intuition, feeling, and judging. The INFJ type is also called the counselor and is described as idealistic, compassionate, and sensitive. Each of the 4 letters of the INFJ code signifies a key personality trait of this type. INFJs are energized by spending time alone due to their introverted nature. They focus on ideas and concepts rather than facts and details due to their intuitive nature. INFJs make decisions based on feelings and values due to their feeling nature. And lastly, INFJs prefer to be planned and organized rather than spontaneous and flexible due to their judging nature. When I first discovered my personality type, I was so excited because everything I read was literally hitting the nail on the head, as if somebody had written my life. I felt like somebody had read my diary or jumped into my mind and wrote a personal letter to me based on my feelings, my thoughts, my fears, my anxiety, and the way that I see the world. Everything was super accurate and things started to make so much more sense to me after that. I learned so much about myself and I started to understand why I do the things I do and why I think the way that I think. It allowed me to understand myself in a whole new way. So INFJs are contradictory and compassionate, intuitive but also private, and sometimes we can be a little too oversensitive. I will be the first one to admit we can be a little bit too oversensitive. If you're an INFJ, you will be able to relate to these traits the personality type has. Let's dive into some of the secrets of the rarest personality type in the world. Here are 5 of them. The first one is that we are sensitive to conflict. Due to our extroverted feeling, INFJs have a strong need for harmony in our relationships. We're always trying to build rapport with others and we value people that do the same in return. However, when conflict does arise, especially in close relationships, our sensitive and emotional nature makes us become so distressed by the situation. We can sometimes have trouble sleeping, concentrating, and also feeling the stress within our bodies through headaches, muscle pains, backache, and upset stomach for some. However, this does not mean that INFJs should avoid conflict altogether. Many of us have learned a tendency to do just that, As an INFJ, I have personally learned to set boundaries and stand up for my needs. Sometimes INFJs can do this in a very diplomatic way, using our warmth and understanding that flows naturally from our extroverted feeling. The second secret I'd like to share with you today is that INFJs are extremely good at reading people. First of all, to be an INFJ is to read others well, grasping their emotional states and motivations in mere seconds. But other personality types do not seem to get INFJs as quick as INFJs get them. I personally often wish that other people could understand me as well as I understand them. INFJs are highly perceptive of others. People of the INFJ personality type use their intuition to penetrate deep below the surface. We get into other people's head and figure out exactly what makes them tick. We often know when others are lying, or even when they're lying to themselves. As an INFJ, I am not conscious of how I know so much about other people, and I'll most likely never reveal exactly how much I do know. So before I get into the next secret, I have a question for you. Do you know your personality type? If you do know your personality type, how has knowing your personality type impacted your life? Tell me all about it in the comments below. I am so curious. And if you don't know your personality type, I will put a free downloadable link in the description below. Please do check it out. Find out what your personality type is so that you could embark on your journey to becoming the best you. The third INFJ secret that I have for you today is that we are very compassionate. We quickly tend to catch the feelings of others. INFJs are often empaths, and what this means is we are able to catch the feelings of others and absorb them within ourselves. We are extremely compassionate and we are often caregivers. Not only do INFJs care deeply about the people that we allow into our lives, we also deeply care about the whole world at large, especially right now during this global pandemic that we're going through. And if you wanted to find out some more about the INFJ personality type, do check out my other videos. I will link them right here. Go after this one and check those out. The fourth secret I have for you today is that we're all about the big picture. Our introverted intuition helps us keep an eye on the big picture. We are so quick to notice patterns, and based on the patterns that we have noticed, we can make a prediction into what the future is going to look like based on the patterns that we would have observed. We see what could be, not necessarily what will happen, with absolute certainty. Nevertheless, mature INFJs have honed their forecasting abilities super well. The fifth INFJ secret is that we are creators of deep emotional intimacy. When we're in the presence of strangers and people that we don't really know that well, we come across as shy and reserved and quiet. But in reality, INFJs are extremely relational. It just takes a while for us to warm up to you before we can get comfortable and open up and bring out our personalities. And because we can feel other people's pain and joy, we are truly able to walk in the other person's shoes. Our ability to empathize creates strong bonds of intimacy. In my opinion, this is perhaps the greatest strength of this personality type. As I previously mentioned, if you'd like to find out what your personality type is, do check out the free downloadable link in the description below. Now go and watch these videos, and I'll see you in my next one as we continue our journey towards a more wholesome, healthier, and more meaningful lifestyle.